In this video, I'm going to show you how to install a tailgate damper on this Ford F-150. Let's get started. We need to put this plate in right here, which means we need to take out this bolt that holds the tailgate cable. You don't need to take off the cable. You do need to remove the bolt though. Use a T50 torque socket and remove the bolt. Don't worry about the tailgate, it's still being held on with the other side cable. With this out, you'll notice this washer will stay with it. That's why I said you don't have to actually remove the cable. But behind it, you want to slide this plate right over the bolt. Start the bolt back in with that plate on there. Make sure it's threading on smoothly. We'll tighten it back up. And naturally, this plate will want to sit perfectly straight down, which is what you want. Make sure this is nice and snug. On the tailgate side, you'll notice that there's a hole right where the bracket for this hinge is welded on. Your kit provides you with one of these, but of course there's nowhere to thread it on, and that's where this comes in. This is just an installer for this nut-cert that you have to push in here. We'll use a 10mm wrench on the nut that comes on it, and then a 5mm Allen socket. Tighten this up like this, and what this will do, I can't show you because it has to stay in there, but internally it will actually pull that insert so that it can basically squeeze up against the back side of this. The threads will still be there, but it will be locked in place, and that's how we're going to install that pivot point for the lower part of the shock, or the damper. I'm going to do the wrench thing again. Okay, this is getting a little bit harder to turn. That means that sleeve is being crushed up against the inside there, which is what you want. We're just going to go until it's nice and snug. That's pretty tight. I'll give it a little more. That way I'm sure that it's bottomed out well. All right, so at this point, I'm going to loosen this up. Take this out, the whole setup here, and you should be left with just the insert in the tailgate, just like that. This should be nice and tight, should not move around at all. And here, you can install this little pin. You can use a 13mm socket or wrench. Tighten this up, and go just make it nice and snug. At this point, you can take your damper. I like to put it with the cylinder up and the piston down, because if you put it up this way, debris is more likely, and water is more likely to make its way down in here, whereas this way it'll just run down. Snap it into position here, just like that. Do the same on the top, and that's installed. Let's test it out. It should go up smoothly. It closes just fine. And when you open it, it should open nice and smooth.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.